Hello, Professor. I'm Huyuhan. My number is USM 2308331. My thesis topic is the impact of Chinese digital economy development on labor force employment. This project looks at how China's digital economy affects jobs as the internet, big data, and AI grows. China's digital economy gets bigger and helps the economy and society. The study looks at how digital economy grows in Chinese cities and checks its effect on jobs from 2010 to 2019. It finds that digital economy helps create more jobs, especially in the West and East, and also makes jobs better based on this. This study gives active advice on how to use the digital economy to grow and improve jobs. The article is divided into 5 parts: introduction, related concepts and intellectuals, description and characteristics of urban digital economy development and employment in China, the influence effects of Chinese urban digital economy development on employment, and the conclusion and responses. The first part is introduction. It is about evolution of the concept of the digital economy and the score future of the digital economy. Second part is employment-related theoretical foundations. It's about classical economics employment theory and Keynesian employment theory. Part 2 is related concepts and literature. It's about the status of development of China's digital economy for size and growth of the digital economy and regional differences in development of the digital economy. Status of the job market in China and research skills and structural changes in employment and quality of employment and changes. Part 3 is about description on the characteristic of urban digital economic development and development in China. For analysis of the current situation of the development level of urban digital economy in China, I draw 3 futures development scale of Chinese digital economy in 2010 to 2019. Turn chart of digital economy development in cities for various sizes, turn chart of Chinese overall and regional digital economy level development index. For factors analysis of the characteristic of urban employment scale in China, it is about figure employment situation in China from 2010 to 2019, and 10 chart of employment scale in China. Analysis of the characteristic of urban employment structure in China. There was turn chart of the proportion of employment in China's 3 industries from 2010 to 2019, and the proportion of works in the direct industry in cities and all administrative levels in China from 2010 to 2019. For variable selection and model construction, is the digital economy development index is selected as the score explicitly variable, and the instrument method is used to calculate the comprehensive development level of the digital economy in 269 Chinese cities from 2010 to 2019. The exploratory variables include employment size and employment structure, which are measured by the total number of employees at the end of the year and the proportion of employment in the dirty industry, respectively. And the following formulas are listed. T represents cities and years, Y represents the explanatory variables G, I, and 2, O represents the explanatory variables of employment scale and the employment structure, respectively. DIG is the explanatory variable of the paper, the level of development of digital economy, and X is number of control variables that may affect the level of employment in cities, and A0, A1, lambda mu, epsilon denotes the context term. Rejections econfacts times fact effect, individual facts effect, and random perturbations term, respectively effects, individual facts effects, and random disturbances terms respectively. In conducting the benchmark rejections analysis, I focus heavily on the robustness of the model. To this end, I carried out endogeneity tests using the instrumental variable method to test for correlation to ensure the exogeneity of the score explanatory variables. At the same time, I experimented with rejections with replacement of the score explanatory variables, as well as using variables replacement restriction to look at my model for different perspectives. In addition, I further tested the robustness of the model by excluding part of the sample to observe the changes in the results. In terms of analysis heterogeneity, I have concluded my study from various dimensions such as geography, location heterogeneity, city size heterogeneity, and the dimensions hierarchy heterogeneity to explore in depth the impact of different factors on my findings, so as to grasp the extent of the research problem more comprehensive and accurately. For empirical resources and analysis, the digital economics has an obvious perspective impacts on the employment structure in the eastern, central, and western regions. The digital economics has an obvious promotion effect on the employment structure of large, medium, and small cities, but has an inhibitory effect on the employment structure of medium-sized cities. At the same time, the digital economics has an obvious promotion effect on the employment skills of ordinary provincial level city and sub-provincial cities. About the conclusion and the responses, we can break down employment barriers and activating the employment potential of the digital economic and addressing risk and mitigating employment substitution shocks. Thanks for your listening.